So this will be my official YouTube video. I just wanted to come and speak on here. It's not gonna be lighthearted. It was originally gonna be a lighthearted video type stuff, but I wanted to actually think about what I was gonna put on here. And I was wanting to talk about my life. There we go. I wanted to talk about my life and stuff. So I have some type of ADHD or autism, something like that. I don't know what I got, but I got something like that. So it's it always been hard for me to connect with people and try to actually try to interact. It was always hard to do that. And for me, when I was 7, I want to say I was really introverted for real. I feel I was more extroverted, and during this time I started taking pills to help with my ADHD or whatever. So I feel I'm not blaming my mom or nothing, because I was a hyperactive kid, so I couldn't help with that, So I wouldn't blame her, because it'd be hard, dealing with a hyper kid like that. So she had to do what she had to do. But personally, I feel that made me a little more introverted, because when I took the pills, I never really talked to anyone. And when I wasn't talking to people, I was kind of going into my own world. And when I wasn't on the medicine, I would I'd be real hyperactive, but I was still talking to people, you know what I'm saying, interacting, making friends and stuff. But I feel over time, just keep on taking them, I just became more introverted to the point where it was just embedded into my personality. And it's just hard. It's hard. And when I was maybe 9, 10, I was at my old house, and I was looking at pictures from that time, and I didn't have that much meat on my bones, but I had a relatively enough meat on my bones. I don't know. I wasn't skinny. I wasn't fat either. I was just normal. But probably a year or two after we moved. Was it a year or two? I don't know. I think I was 7, or I might have been 8 or 9. I don't know. But after a year or two after we moved, I was looking at videos of when we went to our other old house. This was after we moved to the other old house I was talking about. I was really skinny. I was God. And people people from on my other side of my family, they were like saying how like skinny I was, and they kept on asking me like, was I not eating over there? Trying to like make it seem like my mom wasn't like feeding me, but she had a bunch of food. She had a whole lot of food because I wasn't eating at this time, and we were still kids, and I feel like little kids, you don't really be eating that much. All you be really eating is like just cereal and snacks, and you get full off of that. But as like a teenager, you gotta eat everything that's in the house. So we just had a whole bunch of more food back then. So now, what? Oh, I'm sorry. Now let me get back to what I was saying. I'm getting distracted. They was trying to make it seem like that my mom wasn't feeding me, but that wasn't the case. I was on these pills, as I said before. I was on these pills, and it made me not want to eat. And I was just not like eating for like a good year or like year and a half. I mean, I was still eating. Like I would like usually like wake up at night and just ravage the pantry, or like wake up in the morning, then eat, and then take my medicine. But at this time, I was like real skinny, and I was like, God damn. But that's not like what I wanted to like get into. That's like the pills is just what I was like. I don't know. That's just like a portion of what I wanted to talk about. But I'm gonna go into like my social status of like me being like homeschooled, and I'm gonna go into me like being in 5th grade. In 5th grade, I'm gonna say I was disliked, but I wasn't really liked either. I might have over-exaggerated to my mom a bit about how I was getting bullied in 5th grade, which I wasn't really getting bullied for real in 5th grade. People could have gave two shits about me in 5th grade. I was like nobody really cared. Like nobody really cared and about me in 5th grade. So dang, I keep on pausing. Anyways, there was this girl, I can't really remember, but she did something, and my mom, she said that was like the final straw. So she homeschooled me, and I'm not finna blame her. Once again, I'm not finna blame my mom. But I feel like that homeschooling shit really messed me up. It messed me up. And I was already on these pills. Well, I stopped taking pills during that time, but it still kind of affected me. And I was still, I was still introverted, but I was still, extroverted at the same time, I still had my like extroverted like persona, but when I was homeschooled for like maybe like 2 years, I think it was like 2 years. No, it was like about 3 years, and that's not really good because I wasn't really getting out at the house at the time, and my mom wasn't really like forcing me to like get out of the house and like interact with friends or whatnot. So I was just staying inside and just wallowing, just eating and just looking at the internet, and I became less extroverted, and it's just it messed me up. So once I reached like 8th grade, I was really introverted, and I'm gonna get into like that. I'm gonna subvert from like I'm finna subvert from my 8th grade topic a little bit. White, black, well no, black, white people. Black people who act white. I was apparently one of those people. And you know, I used to like dress like in button ups, and you can like go onto like my on my channel. I think it's either on this channel or my old channel that I had on my mom's account. I would just wear like button ups, you know, khaki jeans, you know. I really, to be honest, I feel like I had like more drip and shoe game than I do now. I mean, I got some shoes, but when I was little, I had a bunch of Jordans. Like I just had like a bunch of Nike products, which I do now, but I feel like I had more because, you know, I was little, so it was cheaper to get Nike products, you know, whatever. I'm subverting off topic, but I would sound white, I would do like white things, and you know, I would just have like a basic white boy, you know, persona type, something, I don't fucking know. But you know, once I went to 8th grade, you know, I started like getting into like, I wanted to date more into my race. You know, I was getting more attracted into my race because I was like really hitting puberty back then. So I was getting like more attracted to girls who looked like me, you know, because when I was little, you know, I dated a bunch of black girls when I was like 6, 7. Well, not really date. You can't really call like dating when you're 6 or 7. Just friends, like real close friends. But I never really dated any white people because they weren't really into me, and I get why, because I was kind of like I was an ugly bastard when I was little, so I won't blame them. But you know, I wanted to like extrovert into like dating more people of my color, and my family, they were really I'm finna get into family soon, but they were really mean about me liking white girls, which I really like white girls and black girls at the time. I like all type of girls at the time. I still do. You know, it's like nothing really changed. This is, well, I probably like more black girls now, but I talked about more white girls, I guess, around them than I did black girls. But anyways, we subverting off topic. Yeah, so I wanted to like date more black girls in 8th grade. I wanted to have a girlfriend in 8th grade. So I tried to like talk to like some black girls, and it was messed up as fuck. They I think one girl, she said I looked ugly as fuck, and I won't forget that. She said I looked ugly as fuck, and I was like, damn. And looking back at it, I was a little ugly. You know. I feel like I glowed up a little bit, I guess. Not really, I don't know. You know, and I'm getting to layers of it. More girls said like worse things. One girl, I forgot what she said. I had to pause it. My family members were walking by, but what was I saying? Oh yeah, there's this one girl. She said to me, what did she say? she called me a bitch ass nigga, and I don't know what I did. I can't remember. You know, my friends, they was like, "Oh, you gonna take that?" And I was like, you know, I did care, but I was like, oh, I don't really care. But I did care. But like over time, like, you know, they started to like me more, and I don't know, you know, it saw me more attractive, I guess. But you know, during that time, you know, I was trying to hang out with the black kids, so you know, I'm wearing a button-up shirt, khaki pants, and Air Forces with glasses on. You know, my glasses, they're right here, and the only reason I'm not wearing them is because I think I look ugly in them, and it's because people at my old school said I looked pretty ugly in my glasses, and I should you know, keep them off. So that's why I kept them off in this video. I still got school trauma, and you know, 8th grade, you just see me khakis, button-up shirt, Air Forces, glasses, trying to hang out with these black kids who wearing like a faded shirt, a faded graphic shirt with some faded jeans, you know, the newest Jordans, you know, and then there's just me, and I'm like, God, you know, looking back at it, I was like, God damn. It's because I feel like the reason why, you know, my other black peers, they wanted to turn away from me is because when I immediately came to school, I immediately tried to get in with the black group, but I didn't talk to them. So I'm like, God, what the I'm like, what am I thinking? I'm trying to hang with them, but I'm not talking to them. And they were bad kids anyway, so it doesn't really like matter to me anyways. But they were bad kids. And because of this, I made myself known to them, they started bullying me, and they was ruthless. They were ruthless. I'm not gonna get too much into this because I want to like save some from like another video for like school stories or something like that. So I'm not gonna get too much into it. But they were 8th grade was just terrible for me. Middle school was terrible for me, and wait 1 second. Yeah, look at me. I'm gonna pause one more time. All right, I'm back. But like at this point in period, I'm sorry, I gotta look at my door because my brother's gonna like try to burst in here. So I was like in 8th grade, I was suffering from suicidal thoughts, and I ain't gonna lie, I still am to this day, and I don't want to worry none of my like family members about it, you know, because you know, black people aren't supposed to commit suicide, you know, that's just like what it, you know, it's just like that stigma, like I feel like it's like that's like really like messing up our culture. It's because some of us are like too afraid to like come out about our mental health, and that's why there's like there are a lot of white people committing suicide, but you'll be surprised about how many black people are there committing suicide. And to cope with these, you know, thoughts, you know, I'm not finna say what I did, cause I ain't gonna lie, my parents, they definitely watch these videos, so I'm not finna say what I did, but one of my parents probably will know what I did to cope with those. It's not nothing sexual. It's not nothing violent. No self harm. Nothing like that. I never did no self harm crap. I can understand that. But it damn, I'm just trying to figure it out. I never understood that self-harm stuff. It is just I just didn't like it. Well, not even like it. I just don't want to do it. I don't want to like cut myself and stuff. I just did something else that's not good. It's not good for a developing child mind to do. And some of my family members probably will know what I did, and hopefully they will understand, because they did it at a much younger age than I did. So hopefully they understand why I did it, and hopefully they won't be mad at me, because I did it for the wrong reasons, but I had good intentions for doing it. So I'm gonna straight off back to topic. Going to ninth grade, I had more confidence, but I was still a little scared. And going into the middle part of ninth grade, I felt real confident. I had a lot of friends. I even tried to date somebody, but it was still pretty hard for me to trying to get into that dating life. I just couldn't understand it, so I just stayed to myself when it came to dating. So I don't know. Oh my fucking gate. This nigga. My bad. I had to deal with my brother. Like I said, he gonna be a nuisance. I really should have done this really late at night, because he's up and he's gonna try to coming in here eavesdropping and shit. So it's gonna be hard to try to record this with him awake. But what was I saying? Damn. Yeah, it was hard for me dating in ninth grade. But friend wise, I was actually doing pretty good in friend wise. It was better than 8th grade, and I'm gonna talk in more videos about 8th grade, because 8th grade was crazy. That was one crazy year for me. But going into 10th grade, I never really tried to stay connected with people, and I don't know, it just seemed like when I'm texting you, now I was texting a girl. Well, not now. I was texting a girl, but I stopped texting her because I just I don't know. It's not that I don't want to call you. It's I'm actually getting physically and mentally tired texting you. And it's not because I don't like you. It's not because I don't enjoy your time. It's not because I don't enjoy your presence. It's because there's something up here that's not right, that makes me not want to talk to you, which is it's hard. It's hard for me. So yeah, it's hard for me. And I don't want to ignore your text messages, but I do. So I don't even really text family or friends. So going to 10th grade, I didn't really stay connected to my friends. So when we reached 10th grade, we had different classes. So my friend group was dwindling because I didn't stay connected to them outside, and I barely stayed connected to them in school because we didn't have no classes or lunch periods together. But I did have this one friend, and he was my ride or die. I had a few friends that were my ride or die, but this dude, he was my ride or die. Even though he was kind of an asshole, he was an a-hole, but he was a good friend, and we still talk to this day. But even then, I don't try to stay connected to him. It's not because I don't want to. I want to text. I want to call him, but it's just I get tired. I don't know. I be getting like mentally exhausted, like doing that. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, it's not because I'm like me or nothing. It's just I don't know. I just don't feel like it, I guess. But anyways, I still had friends in 10th grade. I was really up in my game in 10th grade year. Well, the beginning of 10th grade year. And then we moved. And my new school is alright, but it's just hard for me to connect with people here because at our school we got like block schedule, so it's like you make friends. We came here at like September, so I got to like know people for like a few months. And then we like switched out classes, and then I don't have none of my friends' numbers, so like I don't stay connected to them. Like I said earlier, I don't stay connected to them like outside of school. So the friends I did talk to during my first semester, I don't talk to. My second semester is because we have block schedules. So all the friends that I did have, they're still kind of my friends, but we don't talk because we don't got no classes together. And I got one person. I literally got like one person that I know, or like two people that I know in gym class, and we talk, but we don't talk like that. And that just makes me like, it's making me like feel like real lonely. And loneliness is not good. It's not a good thing to have, and it's not good for your mental health. But like, wait 1 second. Wait 1 second. Dropping, but yeah, it's not good for your health, mental health, and whatever. And I'm gonna divert off topic a little bit, but respect. As a young man, and as a black young man, of course, I want respect. And black people, and this is gonna sound like real Uncle Thomas of me, but we don't give respect to people unless they remind us of ourselves. And if they don't remind us of ourselves, we're gonna give no two fucks about what we do to you. We're not gonna care what we say to you. I could say, oh, your mama died, and that's why you got some big teeth. I don't know, whatever. And like, but if if you like respect it and like the black social structure, you wouldn't really be hearing none of that. You would get those usual comments, but you wouldn't get it as much as you do if you were me, because I am socially awkward now, which is messed up, but that's just the way things are, and I can't control that. Well, I could control that, but it would be pretty hard, and it'd be pretty hard. I don't know. For me, I wish I had. I think my mic was off. I don't know how long it was off, but I was talking about respect, but if you didn't hear that, but for me, I feel like right now I want respect to do this video right now, but I gotta deal with this dude. So I got. I hate nosy people. But anyways, even in like family, I never was like, probably now I am, but I feel like in my like family, like I never really had like any respect. I was always like jealous of my wait one second. This is gonna be the last time. Yeah, I didn't even like really feel like I had like respect in my own family, and I was like always like, well, I was not always, but I kind of like grew a little bit of jealousy over my cousin. Now I don't even care. I don't really care, but my cousin, I feel like he, from my family standpoint, from like my uncles and aunties and my parents, I felt like they were like, trying to like compare me to him, because we're like 1 year apart. He's like a year younger than me, so they try to compare me to him, like, why you don't play a sport, such and such play a sport, or like, why don't you talk to more people, such and such, or why don't you dress this way, such and such dress this way. And I'm like, why do you care? This is my life. I mean, I know I'm little, I can't really control, what I like do in my life. But why should I try to be someone that I'm not? Why can't I be me? I gotta be me. And you know, I don't think my family like really got how, damaging that was to me trying to compare me to another child. And I don't think he ever saw it that way, but I always did. And even my older cousin, I was kind of jealous of her because, everybody was talking about her. She was like, oh, look how well she's doing, look how well she's off. And I'm like, she was like, and people be like, oh, she's so mature. And I'm like, over here, I'm like, they doing this right in front of me. Like, they don't talk about how mature she is. Like, when I'm out of the room, they know when I enter the room. And I think one time, one of my aunties was like, why you not so mature like her? I was probably like 12 years old, 11 years old. Of course I'm not gonna be mature, and girls, they are more mature, of course. So, I don't know why you trying to compare me to a female. I'm not a female. I'm a kid. I had ADHD, so I'm gonna be even more mature. So, it's bad. I had jealousy. I don't really care no more. I don't really care about like a few things, which is pretty bad, which I'm trying to like work on. Trying to work on myself, but this is the last time. But yeah, that's like my take on like family and stuff like that. But I would dive deep more into family, family trauma and stuff like that. Family trauma that just continues. But I'm not gonna do all that. I was. But this video was getting real long, which I didn't think it was gonna get this long. But I'm gonna delve into what was it? Oh yeah. This is gonna be like a little personal, but when I was 11. When I was 11, in 5th grade, these kids, they told me, like, do you know this thing? Like, do you know Pornhub? I was like, what's that? And I was like, and they was like, oh, it's like this thing where you like, you jack off. And I was like, what? And I looked it up and I was like, wow, they got like a bunch of stuff on here. And at that young age, that really messed me up. Porn messes you up like deeply. It deeply messes you up, and it corrupts you. And it's hard now because you do it at 11, so you doing it all the way to 15, and it's gonna be even harder to like try to get off of it, which I've been trying to do, but it's like a drug. It's really like a drug. It's addictive. It's really an addiction, and I've been trying to get off of it. It's mind killing. It kills young people's minds. Like internet, the internet, it just fucks you up, especially young African boys, young African girls, especially, it's like we don't care no more. We like desensitized. Like what I saw on like my YouTube page, Black Nihilism. We're really like entering the age of fucking Black Nihilism, because we don't give a shit. Dang, I got here about. We don't give a crap about nothing anymore. Bad. We don't give a crap about nothing anymore, and that's like, and it's like really hurting us, especially hurting me, cause I grew up, I'm gonna say it. I grew up like what white people, like I grew like Five Nights at Freddy's, Undertale, stuff like that. I like stuff like that, and my parents, my family, they didn't understand it at all, At the time, I liked it rock and roll. I don't really like rock and roll no more. I like soul, like old hip hop. Anything that's old, I really like. Old African music, old Jamaican music, stuff like that. But they like didn't understand, and that like really made me like isolated from them, and isolated from my family. Because one time my auntie, she saw like this Five Nights at Freddy's video. He was like, "This is demonic. This is demonic. You can't be watching this. This is too demonic." And I'm like, how? I mean, I guess I explained it to her. I explained like the plot to her, and I guess I could see where she would see it was demonic, but I didn't really see it. It's basically just like any other horror movie. You wouldn't call a horror movie demonic. You know what I'm saying? You want to call a movie demonic, but some people do, but some people don't. But it really, this like really affected me. I'm like still trying to cope with it to this day. I didn't get too much deep into it, and I might make a part 2 when I might remember it all, because I'm tired, and I'm not really thinking straight right now, because I'm tired. So I might make like a part 2 to this or something, while I like dive more into it. So, alright.